in Congress.
Again, another pretty promising sign of things to come for the rest of the year as far as elections go.
Or a sign that things are just going to get stupider and stupider.
Well, yeah, that, and I feel like the Trump administration is going to realize that they need to get more desperate and more desperate as they run out of options on ways.
The funny thing with this, like, this tit for tat, and it's been reported by a lot of centrist outlets, just like, oh, they're doing the same thing. It's like, well, no, because the Republican states are already heavily gerrymandered, so there's a lot less stretch they can do to it.
Yeah, saying like, oh, you don't want to do the same thing that you're accusing your enemy of, it's like they've been doing it for so long that at some point you have to fight back.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like,
you've been having this argument for a long time of not wanting to, like, do what they do.
But, like, yeah, in response to blue states doing gerrymandering, sometimes for, like, the first time to this degree, the Republican states, there's not enough, you can't squeeze any more seats out of that lemon. Anyway, here's NPR.
As time runs out before the midterm elections, Virginia took a step on Tuesday to counter and possibly surpass President Trump's national effort to redraw congressional voting maps in favor of the GOP. Voters narrowly approved a Democratic-backed constitutional amendment to sideline the state's redistricting commission and let lawmakers directly implement a new map. The Virginia delegation to the U.S. House is currently 6 Democrats and 5 Republicans, and could go to 10-1 under the new map. The move still faces court challenges, but could put Democrats ahead in tilting House seats their way, for now. Florida lawmakers might be up next. Republican Governor Ron DeSantis has called on them to meet next week and consider redistricting that could favor Republicans picking up more seats. The debate in Virginia sounded a lot like it did in other states. Opponents said it would make the state's delegation in the House favor Democrats much more heavily than the proportion of Democratic and Republican voters in the state. Opponents argued that it's not about what's going on in the state, but about the moves Trump has prompted across the country in Republican-led states. Like,
They started it.
You gotta fight back. I'm sorry, like, you've played nice for so long.
I mean, I see it both ways. I see necessary evil is still evil. It's like,
yeah, but once again, when you go through it out loud, it all sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, it's absurd.
And we should go back to the drawing board overall, but when they built the arena, you gotta fight in it.
I mean, we say this all the time, but, like, Republicans don't fucking care about anything until it personally affects them.
And now they're like, whoa, gerrymandering sucks.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa!
Dude.
So yeah, basically where we're at is that even if you are correctly opposed to the idea of gerrymandering, the other side's already doing it. They've been doing it, and now they're doing it even more. And the only way to achieve something resembling balance is to gerrymander in the opposite direction.
Yeah, it's what a fucking political system we have over here.
Which, I mean, like, the end result is a democracy that's even less representative of the people on an actual, like, individual sense. Like, it creates basically the balance of Congress. If every state fucking did this, it would create a Congress that, well, at first glance, is properly proportioned, but, like, it's not, because all of the Democrat members of the House come from blue states, and all the red ones come from red states. And it's just everyone's getting half the country's disenfranchised, even though the result is a balanced, seemingly proportionate system.
Well, you know, Marjorie Taylor Greene says we need a national divorce.
Yeah, no, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, and then some of the states can sleep with their gym instructor, and some of the states cannot.
Who gets to be the Zangief?
That's what I'm. Yeah, California.
Who gets to be Zangief?
Over.
Yeah, in the wake of the Virginia results, Republicans have pulled out their fainting pouches to act scandalized by what has happened. But they're not opposed to it in any principled way. They like gerrymandering when it benefits Republicans. They dislike it when it benefits those damn Democrats. Which it rarely did previously, but that's changing, and that's a problem. Now here's AOC with a really good response to Republicans' crocodile tears.
What do you make of Republicans saying that Virginia, you guys getting...
Oh,
Democrats
wow. Listen, Democrats have attempted and asked Republicans for 10 years to ban partisan gerrymandering. And for 10 years, Republicans have said no. Republicans have fought for partisan gerrymanders across the United States of America, and these are the rules that they have set. And so if the Republican Party wanted to start this. They did this in North Carolina. They drew out 3 Democratic members of Congress in North Carolina. They drew out in Texas. They redid Texas. To a Democratic Party that rolls over, doesn't fight, and takes everything sitting down. They're now here in a new day, and we have been asking the Democratic Party to stand up and fight. Now they did, and now the Republican Party, the fact that they are fighting some black.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Head coach Larry Lee joins us. They've got a big series coming up this weekend, Cal State Northridge. So, are you guys still tied for first place in the Big West, Coach?
Yeah, we are with 2 teams, UC San Diego and Santa Barbara. So we have 4 conference series left, 12 games, and so, each and every game, each and every series is very important. Got to try to win the conference, and if not win the conference, be top 5 to make our conference tournament, but really make our top 3 because teams 4 and 5 have to play a playing game, and that would make it a 4-team double elimination tournament. So, yeah, a lot at stake in the next month.
Yeah, especially because both Northridge, your opponent this weekend, and Cal State Fullerton are nipping at your heels. It's so much parity in the league.
Yeah.
I mean, how'd that come about?
A lot of parity. Probably the top 7 teams are good, and so a lot can happen. Hawaii's still in it, and there's a lot has to do with when you play certain teams. So when you play the better teams, when you play maybe the 2 lower type of teams, and when you play those lower type of teams, you better win. You better take advantage of it. And so some teams finish up with a tough schedule, kind of like us, and then other teams play maybe a little lesser type of schedule in the last 4 weeks.
Have you looked to see who UC San Diego and Santa Barbara finishes out their schedule with at all?
I have, but San Diego.
Holy
I don't know.
shit!
I forget. They might play Irvine coming up. So like teams that are vying for those 5 spots, like some play head-to-head against each other.
Right.
So, yeah, it's all interesting. Basically, you just got to wait till the season's over to see how everything pans out, because it's,